Hi, my name is Ofentse, and this is day 8 of me posting every single day until I forget to. Now, the title of this video is Don't Pray for Results You Didn't Prepare For. And that's it. That's the message, right? That's it. In fact, I shouldn't even be explaining it. I should be ending this video here. But yeah, let's try and dissect it, right? And what do I mean by this? Now, I remember in my earlier high school days, like your grade 8, your grade 9, I would go through moments whereby I didn't study for a test, right? I didn't study, but that day of the exam, I bow down my head, put my hands together, start praying to God. I'm like, God, please come through for me in this test. And this is something that we all go through, even today, right? I still go through such moments. And I pray like this, knowing very well that I haven't been studying consistently, knowing very well that I haven't been following a study routine, knowing very well I have 5 topics that I haven't touched, knowing very well that last night, I spent 5 hours on TikTok feeling guilty the entire time instead of studying. In fact, right now, go to your screen time settings, check the amount of time that you've been spending on certain apps. And that should tell you a lot about yourself. And my point in this video is that we are so quick to ask God for help in the exam, to say, God, help me understand, help me pass, help me remember everything. But somehow we still struggle to ask God to help us with the laziness that we struggle with in the first place. To help you with the fact that you spend 5 hours on TikTok, to help you with the fact that you can't follow a study routine. But now on the day of the exam, you're asking God to pull through for you. And I'm not fighting with you, right? I come in peace. I come with love and care because I've also been through this, right? And I'm still going through it sometimes. And what I'm trying to voice out here is the fact that sometimes we treat God like a backup plan. We basically want him to bless what we never committed to. We want him to give us the knowledge that we never seeked for. And if there's one thing I can remind you with this very, very short video is that faith was never going to be meant. Faith, cancel that out. Faith is not meant to replace preparation. Faith is not meant to replace preparation. Faith is meant to strengthen your preparation. You can prepare and not have faith, you might fail. You might have faith and not prepare, you might still fail. And this is because both of these things are needed, right? You can't ignore your work. You can't ignore the fact that you are lazy. You can't ignore the fact that you are always procrastinating. You're spending too much time on your phone. You're always stressing about your work. And then now, the day before the exam, you start panicking. And then now you start panic praying. This is now you're praying, God help me to understand what is going on. When you should have started praying 2 weeks ago for God to help you with the fact that you're spending too much time on your phone. Imagine the difference. And I'm not saying you've been doing it wrong. I'm just saying imagine the difference if you had started praying and planning how to overcome a certain struggle way before the time whereby it gets to the point whereby you start panicking about it. And like I said, I'm not fighting. All I'm saying with this is that your June exams are coming very soon. Right, your June exams are coming. May just started, you're only writing end of May or in June, right? And what I'm trying to say with this is that start working on your plan, right? Start working on your plan. Think about how you're going to go about it. And if it doesn't work, if you know that you're someone who relies a lot on faith, then you start praying from that very, very moment when you see that, okay, this is not working for me. Not that you wait for a week or a few days right before the exam and you're like, God, I am panicking because I didn't prepare, because I've been on my phone every single day for the past 3 weeks. It's not gonna work. And you should stop lying to yourself that you work best under pressure. You should stop lying to yourself, telling yourself that if you start early, you're going to forget the work. You're not going to forget the work if you're actually determined, if you actually revise the work that you start early. There is no way you're going to forget, right? So please start your work early. So all I'm saying with this is that please don't just pray for good results. Don't pray for, those 90s. Pray for consistency. Pray for discipline. Pray for having strength on the days when you don't feel like studying. Pray for you to spend less time on your phone because you know that you shouldn't and you don't enjoy it, yet you still continue it. Because what's the point of asking God for blessings on the work that you don't even want to show up for? That's all I'm gonna say.